Okay, so today, let's talk about a compass. But not the kind you take hiking. No, this is an internal one, a guide that can help you navigate some of life's biggest and most confusing decisions. And the best part? It's more accurate than any advice you'll ever get, because it's powered by something you already have deep inside you, your own curiosity. Does this feel at all familiar? You're standing at a crossroads, and it feels like everyone has an opinion. Your parents are pushing for the safe career. Your friends are all about following your passion. A mentor says you should go back to school. It's just this storm of voices, right? And it can feel impossible to even hear yourself think. Well, there's actually a name for that feeling. It's the noise. It's that constant chatter of what everyone else expects from you, that endless stream of advice, the chorus of shoulds and should-nots that we are just bombarded with every single day. And honestly, it can be absolutely deafening. And look, most of the time, this advice comes from a really good place, right? From love, or maybe even from fear. Your parents, your friends, your mentors, they all genuinely want what they think is best for you. But even with the absolute best intentions, their voices can just add up to create this overwhelming noise that completely drowns out your own. So the big question is, how in the world do you navigate that sea of noise? Well, you start listening for something else. You listen for the signal, and the difference is night and day. The noise, as you can see, is loud, it's anxious, it's really demanding, but the signal? It's the total opposite. It's quiet, it's gentle, it's calm. It doesn't scream for your attention. It just whispers. So if you want to live a life that's actually, yours, you've got to learn how to tune out all that noise and tune into this quiet signal inside. It's really a skill. And just like any other skill, it just takes a little bit of practice to get good at hearing it. And this is the beautiful part. This inner signal, it isn't some booming voice from the heavens giving you a 5-year plan. Nope. It's a whisper. And it speaks a language you are already completely fluent in, the language of your own genuine curiosity. So I want you to completely reframe how you think about curiosity. It's not just some random distraction or a passing thought. It is your internal compass. It's the tool that you were born with to help you find your own personal true north. Seriously, think about it like this. Your curiosity is kind of like your superpower. It is one of the most trustworthy guides you will ever have. It's the key that helps you unlock the parts of yourself that you haven't even discovered yet. If you trust it, it will lead you to a you that you never even knew existed. Okay, but what does that even feel like? This whisper of curiosity in your day-to-day life, how do you recognize it when it shows up? Well, it usually shows up in these really small, everyday ways. It's that subject you just keep finding yourself circling back to. It's that one question you just can't seem to let go of. Think about the last thing you did that made you completely forget to check your phone. Yeah, that's it. Those are the signs. And here's the crucial point, so please don't miss this. These little sparks of interest, they are not random. They are clues. Think of them like breadcrumbs on a trail. And that trail is leading you somewhere important, somewhere authentic. Your curiosity has a direction. Okay. So recognizing that signal, that's step one. And it's a huge step. But the real magic, that happens when you actually decide to follow that pull, even if it's just for a tiny bit. And this is where so many of us get stuck, right? We feel that little spark of curiosity, and then almost immediately our inner critic just pipes up, oh, that's not practical, or that's a total waste of time. So we ignore it, we choose the safe path, the expected path, and we just let that signal fade away. But your task is actually super simple. I'm not saying it's always easy, but it is simple. Step 1, just notice what draws you in. That's it. Step 2, give yourself permission to follow that pull. You don't have to quit your job or anything, just take one small step. Read the article, watch the documentary, start the conversation. And this part is so liberating. You don't need to know where it leads. You don't need a 5-year plan for it. You don't need to justify it to your friends, your family, or anyone. And you certainly don't need it to magically produce a new career tomorrow. All you need to do is pay attention to it. We're taught that you have to force your life into shape, right? To just hustle and grind your way to success. But a truly authentic life isn't built like that. It's discovered. It's more like a mosaic you piece together, moment by moment, just by following the quiet pull of what truly lights you up. So let's bring this all the way down to earth. What's one thing you can do, right now, to get started? It's simple. You just have to notice. I want you to just take a quiet moment, maybe even pause after this, and just ask yourself this one simple question. What has been quietly calling to me lately? No pressure, no judgment, just notice what pops into your head. Or try this. Forget about what's logical or practical or what anyone else thinks for just a second. What sparks a small, warm yes inside of you? It could be anything: learning to bake bread, reading about ancient history, whatever. What's your little yes? And please, remember this: the pressure is totally off. Your only job right now is to notice. That's it. Just acknowledge those little interests, maybe write them down. By simply giving them your attention, you're honoring that internal signal, and you are starting the journey. See, every one of those small curiosities, it's a breadcrumb on the path back to who you really are. If you follow them long enough, you won't just find a new hobby or a different career, you'll find yourself. And that, right there, is probably the greatest adventure you'll ever go on.